Hey yo, it's the Omnipoets versus the StigClops 5Y. What is it? Alien Alliance. They changed their name at the long point of this shit, but it don't even. Yo, who are y'all? It's Blue and Zod. We like the one-way pod that's from Krypton. The machine has come a long way, God, to be slept on.
What up, Blue? They woke now, but StigClops, dead gone. My Call of Duty, no respect at the wake. Direct shots to the headstone.
Stigma! All your chatter wild boorish. Relax. Clops lost the wannabes, and his fatter pile flourished in stats. Work on getting the body, Clops. You rather malnourished as facts and seeing the best in oats, like even shallow hollow porridge for snack.
Yeah. Facts. Hey, yo, Deuce, are you used to being gaming? When Zod pressed a button, just goat the sheep. I do it for the kosher mainly. When I play in these fugazis, then I thank the Lord for the food he gave me. I almost cried at the rack when I put the knife and fork to lamb chop and all those fries that are stacked.
Rhyme Clops, aka Flavorless Flav. Favorite food, lettuce, water chestnuts, raisins, and dates. Any seasoning or flakes or an anal mistakes, pray for your taint. Might as well have made Drano a shake.
Oh, Waldo Wise when it came, would have able to say a handicap if him and Five ride, a disabled mistake. Omnipoets Hall of Fame, they in the Hall of Shame. Cause facing us, career suicide, a fatal debate.
You bland! You emaciated rodent, you wouldn't be a raccoon's meal. No wonder this goober sucks so hard, his skin looks vacuum sealed. If you cross blue, you'll need health care. That's Blue Shield. Get your skin tagged for the load now. A tattoo deal.
Leave Ben Stiller, then a Zoolander stare. Yeah, that's Blue Steel. Pay homage to Bluvian Zod, cause you're garbage and all. That's you, Neil. Otherwise, we feed your greed, direct shots to your top pop pussies. Catch true steel.
Waldo Wise, shut the fuck up. If this was a live show, they'd be walking out. Who would listen to your giant bro and they don't even fucking know what you're talking about? If I tell Waldo he spits nonsense, he just presume you're hating. He's too intelligent to know the actual relevance of communication.
Useless statements. Every time Waldo spits after 5, I gouge my ears and eyes like I'm not used to waiting. Born an only child, parents with money cows had me so much like a brat. Every time I hear piss poor rap, it's the same as wanting a new toy at the beginning of my trip to the store and immediately losing patience.
Omnipresent. Yeah. It's like this is summoning. 5 wise guys see their mob like we should have went with other men. StigClops got the perfect squad. Next to each other, they're the number 10. Y'all claim I'm a carry Zod, but y'all are the incumbents.
We coming. Omnipoets, seeking new light or ungodly endings to rummage them. Old Testament, you'll make Noah's Ark, we flooding them. Boat flip, damn he capsized, then thunder singed. Man mortals, this handicapped guys against one of us trucks, you wasn't gonna win.
Deuce and Wise better sell or your whole endeavor fails, cause your flow won't go together well. What was your purpose here if your worthless peer ensures me and my bro don't get an L?
That's a forever tell. You against God, battling those odds, results in forever sell. Kneel before Zod and everybody in my squad, or singeing forever hell.
It's black and blues easily. They lack in vitamin C. With these punches, I write him and he's gonna be biting like Steve. Perhaps they bruise easily.
These dudes ain't beating we. When the punches come in bunches, and these dudes ain't seeing we. And if you still don't kneel to Zod, then your odds is to be in soup, chopped, so I can move the stool easily.
Ham Bigelow by Pigma. A restless story. Put up your dukes and daisies what you push up, brah. You shook up, car, you developed your chest so poorly.
Ben, if we shared your last battle with your friends and had the detector test to stress their story, unless they were stepping on a pen, the test determines that was a lie, rerun from the best of Maury.
I doubt Waldo's wise. All those rhymes just like Clops and all we hear is a big blah blah blah. Chop, lift hands against blue, the whole magically appears Jesus Christ. That's a stigmata.
Give us more than 10%. Offer and donate them big dollars. Bow to Omnipoets and bring forth your tithes, or we chop you and your forefathers into 5 and force you all inside, 18 feet deep, 666, triple entendre and crib father.
Yo, shout out Slaughterhouse. Shout out my partner Wise. Now let's take care of business. See, I know what y'all expecting. Here go 5 about to talk crazy about all them weapons. How he pistol whipped the op until his palms are sweating. Nah, not today. Today I approach this house with different bars. Fucking Omnipoets, you drug-smoking, head-swollen, garage-flowing ass niggas. Pay homage and gain knowledge when you slang garbage, 5 vomits. Test my abilities lyrically to kill rappers critically, realistically and physically. Y'all bodies out, I'm doomsday, homie, bow submissively. Blue V's in the sandwich bags for real. Concealed at my exposure, this dosage ain't gonna be painless, poets. Unleash my alien strategies to drastically control you and mold you. As wise terrorize, I'll deprive this carnage at my disposal. Stigma and rhyme clops was dead at arrival. Vitals checked out before we could think of revival. These titles ain't enough to idle my clever trials of born with my rivals. Despite being obvious, Zod's sloppiness makes you wonder how we gathered his audience.
I mean, isn't it obvious? Zod's whole felonious facade was built on empty promises, so any acknowledgement of this novice's modest accomplishments ends and begins with a COVID that Wise did and had 5 dudes chopping it, bombing with, a barrage of bombarding bars, barging in, hard knocks to hit and start dropping kids like LaDainian Tomlinson. Every perplexing remark hits the markets targeted, and as soon as Blue said, ready, set, Blue, 52, I just wanted to chop some shit, so I thought I'd offer a helping hand. Took a minute to sit and thought of an intellectual plan, said, hut, snapped, went long till the zone was red, but never thought I would have to body all these artists when I touched down just a beat ahead, unless I paid the cost of an arm and a leg, but Blue and Black Zod would have lost even if it was just Will and Grace versus Dharma and Greg. Please pay attention, especially if you're the opposition in this competition. You're missing the lesson plan. Fuck Omnipoets, drop the heroics, beyond the limits of the harmless disses. They just missed the mark for hopeless. When y'all's thoughts are posted, it's mostly garbage gimmicks, which fits the part of comic book villains. Regardless, it's hurting feelings if we composed it. When you hear the lyrics, it's clearly ghost written. You get it? You thought we did it? Nah, it's the Holy Ghost who wrote it.
It's no surprise Wise and I are elevated, immortal, and dedicated against 2 teams ready for war till the bombs get detonated. Fuck is a rhyme clops. Think it's rhymes hot till I find clops, then make the 9s pop. That flow is easy to mimic. Not intimidated by the gimmicks from these unworthy critics. Old white guy party drives a Honda Civic. He thinks he's living. Stigma pre-rolls from weeks old got you geek, bro. Annihilation's my occupation with the bars. Y'all rappers sleep, though. Wake up call in effect. I send threats to whoever. My foes at rest. Storm me all the witty talk y'all want to direct. So digest this intellect and watch these crowns death. No Pennywise, just homicides after the abduction. There's no stress. With my sister lock bandits. Omnipoets linked the COVID, the Glock at you, I'ma leave him planted. His brains damaged. Zod scream like a bitch and leave his own brother stranded. And Stigma with a name like that, Clops just better not panic, cause granted, if they move, that's 4 dead bodies moving to trance.
Speaking of which, Clops and Stigma to be crucified like all my opponents. Y'all softer than cotton swabs in the culture club's Karma Chameleon song. I'll knock noggins off with my open palms in the frozen snow, toboggans and all, until you slack-jawed and I'm broken-handed. Don't be a Black Zod fan. God damn it, that's my only commandment. I'll drop a fly disc from a flying disc and then ditch this flat land and head back to my own godless planet. I'm starting to see spaceships on Bankhead. Get geeked up and have Scotty beam me up. Then it's a high five, deuces, chop, chop in the sky as I'm flying off. I wave bye to what's left standing. Then I scoff at the Baphomet and even Paul the Apostle was appalled. Take caution, kids, because the Martians have landed. But not in peace, we came for blood. That's fire taken in vain from veins during the reign of vile gangs full of fucking modern-day vampire bandits. My derogative of cognizance is a bit provocative, so let me apologize to those at home probably traumatized just from watching this shit.
Triple threat, but it's a quadruple homicide. Ripple effect of assuming Clops ain't wise. It's business as usual in the group till Chop stands high. And we take the V from Blue and deliver every one of you an L with the Llama 9. It's a drama-setting loophole that Zod can't buy. His way yet of thinks he's a rap god, but I'm here, so that's highly unlikely. What he do sound like is Brian McKnight high as a kite.
Stars aligning like Chop's Zodiac is cancerous. We answer quick to snatch the Bruise Brothers titles before this piece of shit had a chance to pick his partner, which took forever cause Wise was high on Sid flying by in a spaceship like try and find me, bitch. Fan Waldo, ironic it's cause you stand out. Duh, you're a tatted albino who came from cryos. You couldn't get a second interview with anyone in 100 miles. Your face is awfully drawn.
Blue has the hugest lips. Large surface area to bruise them with 2 clenched fists. Foolish that you could miss like using a nuke to split a toothpick. It's ludicrous like listening to Blue rap with Zod. It's like turn the vacuum on, will feed the cat or dog. Goes against natural law.
Yeah, but more like a sacred bond that his hatred spawned for his brother costing him the title for taking StigClops on.
Always in the garage, think there's a bug with the buzz. He keeps hearing in his ears the sound of his wife screaming, "Shut the fuck up!"
It's not enough that you're a service agent. Surprised he trusts you to sort out secure payments, broa. We got you coiled like king cobras. This over with your persona, so give us your gold and roll off. Before we beat you black and blue, then you'll add it in wise dudes. Stay a smart-ass group. They're just casualties of a crossfire. I'll do them dirtier than Quagmire. Blues waffles just your appetizer. Quadruple homicide is what my mind's desire. We start wars, so you better strike back as we jacking your empire.
Zod. Attention seeks like he misses the military life. Therein lies the paradigm explaining the greatest theory why he still shares his rhymes everywhere online when he dreads to hear that they're never sheared like Bobby's beard and fives.
In his hobbies where he thrives, cause Chop Fit in DC ain't bringing in enough cash to survive. I guess it's supply and demand. Well then 5 dudes gonna have to flip them for 25 if he can. I mean, just his baby shit and old people shit, and ski masks for people who want them custom fit. You sell cum stain drip. Your sneaker deal got weak appeal. Bet you can't even run with it, Choppy.
Waldo 4 Rise was more wise. He'd had the foresight to quit the horsefly shitty force rhymes and stick to Fortnite. 5 dudes saying it's nowhere close to a G cuz Bar stole your idea and you did nothing about it like a bunch of hobos that keep trying to bone in your Prius. That's why they called it the Chop Shop. If Waldo were wise, he'd swallow his pride. Quit rapping and do like Humpty Dumpty and fall off the side of the biggest wall he could find.
Make sure the size is colossal. I mean, nothing could be that big besides Blue's nostrils. Wearing tie-dye, but you'll die tied up in this debacle. Lost your title cause your brother ain't got skill and we hostile. Closest you'll get to ever being discovered is a fossil in an abandoned sawmill.
Dasso 5 Deuce wouldn't be direct if he was a directory, and a directory that directly leads him to the triple threat arena. No need to chop this man on the sides. We only get to see half of the sky, half of the time. It's a handicap battle, don't lie. Why else would you be sat down to fight?
Jimmy Neutron be doing tests on Waldo's mindset. You're a space cage claiming aliens your new race. Surprised you ain't speak their dialect. While they inject the probe. Lay these groups down 2 at a time and dissect them both. All I do is karate chop Blue till he hears the truth from Oates. It's my oath to give Waldo a wise time lesson before we turn them all to ghosts.
Mooning Zod from a lunar pod. I don't care if you rule Krypton and Earth, you're just a useless mod, not a music god. You will not see a Jew pitter-pat around the stupid songs you rope us into watching like viewing Tom Hudabong. Losing a Bluevin Zod as likely as Bruce and Wannabe is the Chew Croutons.
You know how we the goats, you just a lamb chops, like Big Show's right hand, how our land chops. Sure, you and Zod got something in common. You're both DC flops. StigClops a super group like Bad Company. So you better duck and weave before I pun MCs until your grunt and wheeze from stomach bleeds, you fucking dweebs. I'll ash my blunt and leave. The arena, the new champs. We'll take your gold and send you back to using food stamps.
Waldo were wise. He douche chop. Same with Blue Zod. StigClops are the true god.